Well. Bitcoin come down a little bit today. That's the problem with war, you see. When it happens, everyone wets the bed. The only two assets that made a nice little move to the upside was gold and oil, the conventional trading assets. When all else fails, go to gold, go to oil. Why? Well, look at you all. Well. Bit of a tricky day today. And this is the problem, right? We've been getting insight that they were going to do something. Then a ballistic missile gets launched and Bitcoin drops. Like, hold on a second. Hold on. Why has Bitcoin dropped? Let's be honest. Oh, by the way, do you like the frame? Where is it? All right, forget the light and all that stuff, but we got our trader's jacket put up, man. And down below, we've got the chart, the actual chart. You know, from 1900 all the way to the subprime mortgage crisis, 2008. So we'll pull that out another time. Well, I've got to try and sort it all out. But anyways, young whales. Now, someone laughed in the chat saying young whales, laughing my ass off. Yeah, I saw it and I did chuckle a little bit. But what they actually mean is whales who have effectively bought Bitcoin in the last 6 months, starting to get rid of positions, which tells you what? The new generation of Bitcoin holders only care about what? Profit. And that's what it is. Now, if you're a holder of Bitcoin, then this is light work for you. Doesn't matter if Bitcoin drops. Now, of course, if you bought Bitcoin when it was $3,000, this is nothing. From 65,000 down to 60,000. That's no problem at all. But again, why has Bitcoin dropped? If there's a war, what's that got to do with cryptocurrency? What has that got to do with the idea of decentralization? If anything, Bitcoin should have moved up. Because quite frankly, even though the dollar is up 0.44%, the purchasing power of the dollar right now is only 0.8%, right? So you ain't buying that much Bitcoin with it anyways. But gold, it's up 1.1%, trying to go for that all-time high again. And that's the problem with crypto. And that's the problem with getting everyone into crypto. You can't kill tradition. Investors are always going to seek the safe havens. Bitcoin ain't a safe haven. Crypto dudes are going to be thinking, yeah, baby, Bitcoin to the moon and all that stuff. Yeah, cool. But it's not there yet, regardless of the price, regardless of the hype. And when we accept that reality that Bitcoin is just going to be copying whatever the stock market does, even though you might not like the idea of that, unfortunately, that is the full-on truth of the way the game works. Any of you, anyone that passes through and puts any comments up about Bitcoin is for this, it's for that. Well, if it is, then why isn't it up? Come on. If all the people in crypto are all about crypto, why is Bitcoin not up? Shouldn't matter that there's a war. It shouldn't matter at all, because people in crypto are all about the idea of crypto. And what's going on is they're holding on to that idea, but they're effectively trying to put themselves or use that idea with a market cap of a stock market called NASDAQ, which is $25 trillion. And in the hope that people in a less than a $2 trillion market cap asset class, that is cryptocurrency, they think that's going to hold. Because we like the idea of what Bitcoin can do. Again, if you're a collector of Bitcoin, as in Pokemon cards and you're collecting it, cool. Remember the analogy. There will be statues of people in museums that will say, here is a Bitcoin holder. And he's there looking up at the moonlight and pointing. What a shit show. Sorry. But honestly, what a waste of time crypto's turning out to be, or Bitcoin is squeezing everyone about. Oh, God. Where your heads at tonight, ladies and gentlemen? I did some trading today. I didn't have that much time. All right, I'll talk you through that. But they blame the ETFs. Bitcoin is a store of dollars. Get out of it, man. Bitcoin is a store of value. It's not even a store of value, okay? It's not a store of value. It fluctuates too much. How can you have a store of value? Look at Berkshire and Hathaway stock, $675,000. Man, come on, Bitcoin. You ain't even up there yet. And everyone's banging on about Bitcoin. You know, you might think this guy doesn't like Bitcoin. Oh, I like Bitcoin. Believe me. But my goal is to get you to realize that Bitcoin has now had a cultural shift. And you've got Wall Street dictating what Bitcoin's going to do. Thank you very much for the ETF. Thank you very much. We hyped it really well, man. We got the rally. The ETF rally itself did lead Bitcoin to the all-time high. Unfortunately, you now got Wall Street. You want to pay attention to the yields. You want to pay attention to the bonds. You want to pay attention to stupid data like the JOLTS job openings that came out showing there's more work available. Guys, listen, get rid of it. Get rid of it, bro. Get rid of your Bitcoin. All right. It's not financial advice. It's common sense. All right. JOLTS job openings coming in 8.04 million. Wow. We definitely ain't getting those big rate cuts now, are we? Yeah, man. It just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. People that look at the rainbow chart, the logarithmic chart, right? And they hope for dear life that there's going to be a fire sale. And jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very serious time. War is among us. And yeah, I saw that comment. And I did read the article about nearly 800,000 troops are going to be sent into Ukraine. It's a big old party. Sell your Bitcoin, go into defense stocks. That's the truth. Lockheed. That's what I'm saying. That's at all-time highs right now. That's a stock, defense-based stock, right? They're getting the contracts, man. They're making weaponry. And we already saw today that the US is already getting involved in this story. God forbid tonight. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, China, they're on a bank holiday. China hasn't even had a chance to react to what's going on. Here we go. It's not yet a store of value. It is for some, but not yet for most. It's a speculative asset still currently. Correct. Bitcoin is an idea which happens to have a price tag. When everyone's involved in it, then Bitcoin will be a store of value. Don't want to piss you off, but what about XRP? So you basically want me to end the live. That's what you're saying to me. You want, I mean, I'm looking at the chart right now. What? It's exactly the same price it was 4 weeks ago. I feel bad that you spent $2 asking that question. You could have told yourself that. I ain't even, nah. I'm not going into it. I'm not. Good price tag for an idea. Yes, it is a good price tag for an idea. Yeah, it is. Only 4% of the world, or is it 4% of America is actually involved in crypto? Market cap, less than 2 trillion. Like, hold on a second. Let me just get that up, and then we'll get into what's going on. Hold on. 2.08 trillion. That is embarrassing for such hype. For absolute hype on Bitcoin, $2 trillion. Man, shut the... Anyways. You think you know everything. No, I don't. I don't. And you want some flavor, bro. I'm ready for you. You think you know everything, but name me a single stock that has outperformed Bitcoin since it's come out. I might need a bit of time on that bad boy. But when we say outperform Bitcoin since it's come out, I look at facts, okay? And the fact is not what has happened. I look at now. Because as an investor, as a trader, my goal is to work out where can I make some money. I ain't interested in what has done better than Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin's priced at 66,000, 61, 60,000, okay? Berkshire Hathaway stock is nearly over $500,000. It's been around for some time, trades less volume. What whales are doing on the CoinAnk in one price point, okay, in terms of average amount of Bitcoin purchased, all right? No, tell a lie. Less than 10,000 shares are traded on Berkshire Hathaway stock. Less than 10,000 shares. Nvidia's got something stupid like 450 million or something like that. Wait there. Let me have a look at it. Nvidia. That idea. No disrespect to you, my friend. But that idea. Give me one stock that has outperformed Bitcoin and what have you. All right. Nvidia. 341 million shares per day. Okay. That's a lot of flavor. Market cap. 3.4 trillion. Wait. Just under 3 trillion. Not bad. I'd say it's outperformed Bitcoin all day. And I look at the commitment of money. Bitcoin is sat at $1 trillion, ain't going nowhere. Ain't done much. Berkshire Hathaway stock started from zero, whatever it was. Okay, initial offering. Let me just go and have a look at that. Berkshire, BRK. Berkshire Hathaway, okay. And when that bad boy started, okay, that was quite a while, a long time ago, before even Bitcoin existed. Okay, but there are stocks that are much older than Berkshire Hathaway stock, and they ain't got to $500 million. $500,000, sorry. Like, let's be honest now. And Berkshire Hathaway stock is down 0.089% for the month. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a store of value right there. That's facts. That's better than Bitcoin. In my opinion, when you think about it, that's better than Bitcoin. And it's got less market cap. Well, just under a less market cap than Bitcoin. So comparing the two, one's a stock. I get it. You know, one's all about engages in insurance and what have you. Look, it says in food, insurance, business, energy, and manufacturing, flooring, finance, and apparel. Look, there are clear differences, okay? But as a store of value that Bitcoin, in essence, is trying to claim the title for, no chance. You might not like the idea of it. I'm sorry. But the truth of the matter is this, okay? Bitcoin, of this stupid asset, XRP, why do I even bother with you? I mean, boy, look at that. Store of value. Before you can finish spelling the word value, it's just slumped. But then when you zoom out, yeah, it's all right. Which is true. It is all right. But the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, too many people are riding on something that doesn't look like it's going to be happening just yet. We need commitment. We need people coming in. And look at this. For the dude that went, young whales. Courtesy of the Defiant. Crypto markets plunge as Middle East tensions flare. Why should crypto plunge? Let's be honest now. What has a blockchain got to do with a war? It never used to affect it. Everyone in crypto was down with the cycles and all of that. Never affected crypto. So why should it? Again, ideas, value, money. Today proves that people ain't in crypto for the tech. They're in it to make money. That's the truth, right? We might not like these sour truths, but it is. Because if they were in it, Bitcoin wouldn't have dropped as aggressively today. Bitcoin could have acted as the hedge against inflation. Kiss my. Hedge hedge against inflation is gold, ladies and gentlemen, because look at what gold's doing and look at the dollar. Go and compare the actual purchasing power of the dollar itself. What am I getting? 0.8% purchasing power. Cool. Where's gold? Sitting nice. I mean, look at that. Look at that. And then, bear with me. Hold on. This should be interesting. Since this high on BTC and gold's high here, Bitcoin has been going down, gold has been going up, both against the US dollar. So why is Bitcoin going down? Please, where are my crypto enthusiasts? Where are you? Come on, tell me why Bitcoin's going down. I know why Bitcoin's going down. I'm cool with it. But I'm talking figuratively, like in the bigger picture of things. Why on earth is it going down if the idea of crypto is, hoorah, decentralization, power to the man? It's done. If Wall Street drops, so does Bitcoin. Oh, go away. Go away. You got gold making all-time highs. Our projection of 3K is coming very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Very soon. Tensions overseas. Look at this. The stock's waiting. The stock market is in wait and see mode. Shut up. No, they're not. Iran launches ballistic missiles at Israel. Look at that. Sadness. Blood on the street, ladies and gentlemen. Buy, buy, buy Bitcoin. Yeah, all right, cool. I'm done. Finished. I'm finished with this game. I'm finished. Today, let me show you my day. Here we go. Today, we made $1,762 over there on this account, and we traded on so that's a live account, personal account, and this is on the funded account. So today we made $2,590 on there, so about $4,500. Yeah, so 1762, and we traded, $2,590, so $4,500 today. It was a light day for me in terms of trading. I didn't really get to trade too much time, but I traded NASDAQ's reversal earlier on today from the lows by the principle of the green vector candles when they pulled this BS movement. So bear with me a second while I remove Bitcoin from there. Okay, sick of that. Go over to NASDAQ, and this is it. The principle is there, and if you don't have the hybrid system, get it because it makes money, okay? Hybrid system, green vector candle. What do you always hear me saying? Green and blue vector candles appearing at the base of the range, especially with the NASDAQ. When they start consolidating, it's exactly the same thing I said after the New York live. Let NASDAQ come down. Once they try and make a move away from that range, they will try and come back down to it. And then once they've achieved that, you'll start seeing green and blue vector candles, blah, blah, blah. And the second you start noticing price making a bit of a reversal, jump onto the trade. This right here is the first green vector candle above the 50 EMA. And which one is that? This one right here. Happy days. Done. We took advantage of the flavor to the upside. We got out and then we walked out. That was it. Couldn't do too much. Was in the trade for about 35 minutes or so. About half an hour and 4.5K. Happy days. I'm done. Okay. And then I look back at it all and I say to myself, hold on a second, but what about my people with Bitcoin? I'm looking at Bitcoin. I'm like, Jesus, is that what you call a move? Is that your, oh God. That was the NASDAQ move, okay? When Bitcoin dropped and NASDAQ started moving up, that was Bitcoin. Then all of this right here, which takes me back to these guys here. Crypto market plunging, young whales are selling. And what is a young whale? Well, a young whale is someone, well, let me just read it out to you all. It says here in a blog post on September 27th that whales with over 155 days of inactivity have been less dominant in profit taking as the price of Bitcoin has recovered. So long-term holders are not exactly getting rid of Bitcoin. Then it says instead, newer whales, young whales, who entered the market in the past 5-6 months have been actively taking profits. Hey, where are these guys and their idea of Bitcoin? Power to the people. Kiss. That's all I'm saying. This indicates that interest in closing positions is more common among recent buyers. So the more popular Bitcoin becomes, the more frequent people are going to be taking profits from it when they do add exposure. That's bad news. Think about it. More people getting into crypto are probably going to be coming from Wall Street with Wall Street mentality. So when Bitcoin pumps, they're taking the profit. And then you've got yourself this wonderful dead range, boring price action, waste of a time asset. All right, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait. Yeah. So when Bitcoin breaks this, to the moon, baby. Or if Bitcoin breaks this, to hell, baby. We just got to wait for it. It's getting closer and closer. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. Bitcoin's going to do it. Yeah. Shut up. Doesn't make sense. Bitcoin's Wall Street's bitch right now, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why I'm frustrated. It's Wall Street's bitch. Thank you, Mr. ETF. And the gentleman said to me, hold on, Tino, you this is unrealized gains, losses, all right? This is the funny comment. He says, Tino, stop showing, or not even saying that. He was basically saying that this is unrealized gains and losses by banks, okay? And it's not a loss until they close it. My brother, listen, this is people's money, okay? This is people's money. 2018, they had a $252 billion loss. They were in losses, okay? And it's not a loss until it's closed and stopped out and all that stuff. Okay, cool. Now it's at 512 billion, 516 billion. And you're saying to me, because they haven't closed the positions, that it's still okay. When each month passes or quarter and we got earnings seasons and you're sat with negativity on your books, investors are going to be pulling that money from you as a bank with stockholders, shareholders. They're seeing that you ain't going to be paying them dividend, my friend. Well, we haven't closed the trade, so we haven't lost yet. That's not how it works in Wall Street. Warren Buffett can say that, but my guy's been sat with nearly $300 billion worth of cash. He can say that. Why is Warren Buffett sat with $300 billion worth of cash? Why did he sell his Apple shares? Okay. Why did one of the the executives of the insurance section in Berkshire Hathaway sell 200 shares of Berkshire Hathaway? That's $138 million worth of shares been sold. Why is he selling, man? Probably makes sense with this chart right here. Have a look. Dumb money right there. To the upside. They're very optimistic, extremely optimistic. And smart money is all the way down here. They're selling as much of it as they can. And the case of the war has got people pretty much reacting to it. Now, the idea is this, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. But if there's blood on the street, do you get involved? Like, all right, we've had a bit of a rant about Bitcoin. Don't get it twisted. All right. And I might have upset you. I'm sorry. Tough shit. This game is hard. It's the hardest, easiest way to make money. And when you come to realize this and you are in acceptance that it goes up and it goes down, we ain't got time for ideas. We don't. Not in trading. I've learned that. There's no time to say, maybe he said, she said, or maybe if, or what if. Maybe so. I like what he said. That color is amazing. That chart looks amazing. If loads of people are retweeting it, if loads of people are talking about it, fine. Let's go and buy us some. What kind of strategy is that? That's crypto. Look at your pump and dumps. Meme coins. Fantastic marketers. Brilliant. I think they're great. And the sad truth is anyone that does buy meme coins and they go into it with the hope of making millions and millions of dollars because you heard about a dude that invested 3 cents and he turned it into $500,000. Come on, man. It's like this game flipping works. because you guys have come into Wall Street, okay? Crypto has come to Wall Street, all right? Not Wall. No, it's not. Wall Street hasn't come to crypto. Crypto has come to Wall Street. Let's get that right, okay? You now need to start paying attention to Wall Street. You need to understand that when there's times of fear, when there's war, gold and oil go up, especially when the dollar's looking like pants, okay? You've got to understand where we are with the bonds. Why wouldn't you want to pay attention to a $140 trillion market cap? Why wouldn't you want to pay attention to Japan, who's the largest holder of US bonds? Why wouldn't you want to pay attention to their interest rate increases? Let's be honest now, how many of you were really paying attention to anything? Were you paying attention to the bonds? Probably not. When you came into crypto? Nope. I'm not saying this for clout, but I believe that was one of the only channels that was talking about the dollar dominance. One of the only channels talking about the bonds. One of the only channels even making reference to the Japanese yen back in the day when we first started the flavor. Because I'm from Forex, ladies and gentlemen. Your meme coins, your Ethereum coins, and all of that stuff is what equivalent to mine as Forex commodities, okay? ETFs, bonds. Those are all my meme coins. And it serves us to pay attention to it. Why? Because they're just moving money around. And if you want to know what crypto is going to do, focus on those. Because crypto has come to Wall Street. And when you've got that idea in your mind, you're not going to get all messed up when you see BS behavior from Bitcoin. This thing should have been 100K years ago. It should have cleared 100K. We should be talking about Bitcoin coming down from $190,000 a coin. Now we got those $1 million projections and all that stuff. And Michael Saylor's 2049 price projection of Bitcoin. Shut up, man. I'm not interested in 2049. I don't want to be old with my cash. I don't actually have a video. Look, bro, just leave crypto. Let me tell you something. Most of the people in the Traders Reality Discord, or should I say in the Platinum membership, okay, which we do have a discount on, okay, 20% discount on the Platinum membership. Just go and check that out. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Most of the guys that are in there were all from crypto. And I keep seeing the same thing. Forget crypto. I'm trading Forex. I'm trading NASDAQ. I'm trading S&P. I'm trading oil. I'm trading bonds. What the hell are these people doing coming from crypto, going into those marketplaces, huh? Why? Why are you doing it? Because conventionally, the way money moves in those marketplaces, as much as we don't know exactly how they're going to do something, it rhymes. Crypto is still a new market. Crypto is still subject to so much. It's a new... Listen, Bitcoin needs to be trading actively on exchanges, okay? It needs to be adopted worldwide in various exchanges around the world. It has to cover as many asset classes as it can, like an ETF, which it has got, okay? We need more Bitcoin ETFs. We need activity with Bitcoin to really suggest that Bitcoin is going to start exceeding the heights. And there's a supply. That's what breaks my neck about this. It's like the greatest illusion, isn't it? There is a 21 million supply. Take off 4 million because everyone was stupid and losing it or getting it confiscated, you donuts. So you're making it even better for us that there is even more of a less supply on Bitcoin and price keeps on going down. Please, Bitcoin, explain to me what you're doing, bro. Any of you know any holders like whales, big whales? And if I'm fortunate to know that there are whales watching this live stream, what are you doing? Tell me what you're doing. P. Diddy's trying to use the same FTX solicitor as Sam Bankman-Fried. So we all know what's going on here. You know, Sam Bankman-Fried's been he's been getting active with the Johnson Johnson, and Diddy's like, you scratch my back, literally, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, because they're pretty much on the same wing from what I'm understanding. Now they're going to be sharing the same solicitor. That's probably been the highlight of my day. That BS right there. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? I'm a whale. Jonathan, you're a whale. Okay. Are you buying Bitcoin at this price? That's the question. I chatted to a mate today who bought $100 worth of Bitcoin in 2009. Then he lost his keys. That's what I mean, man. It's even worse. It's even worse. That's what I mean. He lost his keys. He lost his keys. Listen, you change your bias as it dumps. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here is a crypto bro. Here we go. You change your bias as it dumps, though. Bitcoin pumps, you're going to chat good about it again. Of course, because you will make money. What, you want me, when Bitcoin drops, or when Bitcoin rises, do you want me to be like, nah? Don't get it twisted. Go back in some live streams back in the day when Bitcoin was pumping. I was like, be careful here. Take some profits. Take some profits, ladies and gentlemen. No one went broke paying themselves. No, they didn't. All right. And everyone was like, nah, F this guy. And that's how we coined the old well. What I'm really saying after the well is, did you pay yourselves? If not, told you so. Don't want to be in those situations. Don't want to have to say to people, told you so. If you're making money, take it. Look at this nut job over here. XRP. It moves up. Could have made some money off that. It comes straight back down. There's no loyalty in crypto. Please. It's just one of them ones. Trigger me? Ain't no triggering. What's with the sore, quiet, cry people in here? Just be quiet and listen. Listen. Look, man. There is probably nothing that anyone could say to me. I'm passionate about this game. I really am. All right? And when someone says a certain comment, I know they're trying to effectively defend it. I get it. You're mad for the crypto. I get it. Mad love to you. And I admire that because you got the same passion as I have for trading and you guys have for cryptocurrency. Okay? A ball ache, though. Let's be honest now. It is a ball ache. It's crap. It really is. How many of you have been waiting for this? How many of you have been waiting for 100K? And how long have they been? Have you not noticed that I've never said that Bitcoin is going to go to 100K back in the day? I wasn't ever putting out price projections. Never. Because we weren't exactly close to it. But price projections were coming out when Bitcoin was 20 racks. When Bitcoin was 50 racks. 100K, man. Idea, excitement, fear of missing out. You ain't got time for that in this game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a rough game. Do you think the conventional bull run every 4 years is still a thing? If so, do you expect a blow off top? I do expect a blow off top because Bitcoin has spent the longest period of time and close to its all-time high. Let's not knock it now. It's doing a bloody good job. But psychologically, it's sending people loop. Just look at the range Bitcoin's in. It's not too far away from the all-time high, okay? And it's still above 50K. Barely making it above 60 right now. Here is the truth. If the 4-year cycle is going to come into action, all right, and that logic, because I ain't been hearing anything about it. I don't even see the rainbow chart getting promoted anymore. And I'm on X. And I'm on there. And I just type in Bitcoin. I don't see it being talked about anymore. I'd say that the 4-year cycle with Bitcoin would be working if we didn't have Wall Street. That's what I think. Because it was working before Wall Street. Wall Street comes in and says, 4-year what? Excuse me? What are they talking about? 4-year cycle? Rainbow chart? What the is this what they use? Yeah. So what do they call a whale? What's a whale? Ah, it's the elephant. It's the guy with the cash. Guy with the cash, okay. And they use the blockchain. What's that? It just tells them the transactions and what have you. Really? Okay. What price is Bitcoin at? Oh, it's at this price. Oh, okay. Let's make an ETF. Seems like these people like this asset. Let's make an ETF and earn off charging people revenue. Okay? Get some revenue going on them, on us buying the Bitcoin, turn it into an ETF, and then they can pay us for holding it. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, and we'll just play around with the price a little bit. We'll make them think, because I'm starting to understand that, there's loads of people on X and they love this coin, this Bitcoin. Even our boy Larry's talking about it. And but we know he's just taking the piss. That's Wall Street for you, man. So then you then say to yourself, 4-year cycle. When something goes up and it keeps on going up, you then only assume that a cycle is just going to continue. But Bitcoin is subject to macros, man. A Middle East war where there's not really many people participating in cryptocurrency, okay? Yeah, there is the black markets and what have you, but why has that got anything to do with Bitcoin, bro? What has the price of fisherman's bait got to do with war in Israel? Doesn't. So what has Bitcoin got to do with the war in Israel? Why are people selling? It's got nothing to do with it. If Bitcoin's an idea, hold on to it. It shouldn't have dropped today. But you've got people in the ETF and they're like, sell it. You can take the risk off. It's too much for me. Sorry, not interested in that. Get rid of it. But as long as people are getting rid of it, people are buying it. We've had quite a significant sweep. Long liquidations have paid the price. So if that answers your question, my bro, 4-year cycle. Here we go. 4-year cycle. Very much in play. Okay. I'm not saying it's not. But again, Bitcoin is idea. Bitcoin is the hedge against missiles. Any other questions? Why are people selling alts when Bitcoin drops? Are they steered like monkeys? Okay, that's the question for you all. Bitcoin drops. What's the Bitcoin dominance at? 57. 57.48. With still the promise of going up. Altcoins are going to get smacked, man. But you still can make money from them. Don't get twisted. Okay? It's dropping because of the 5.3 theory. I hate to say it, but that theory has been in play all year. And there is a monthly Elliott wave structure that is playing out beautifully. Okay, you've got the Elliott wave principles. Okay. Yeah, what did it have to do with COVID? Correct. What did it have to do with COVID? Okay, blockchain strikers. Okay, I understand that. Would I short Bitcoin now? Going into this week, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another bank holiday for China tomorrow. And we've got the ADP non-farm employment change. And remember, the market is effectively waiting for wait and see mode, right? Wait and see what's going on. What is this clown doing on my screen? Think expects a US economy to continue to expand. Okay, wait a second. What are you doing? What's going on here? Hold on. There we go. All right. Fed pivot. Okay, that's cool. That's recession or whatever. Recession? Don't be stupid. We ain't got a recession in the US. No. All right. I don't even know what to put out. I really don't know what to say to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's just an absolute joke. Bearish divergence. Tino, talking about, oh, what? I can't handle crypto volatility. Some of the best depth of market traders, okay, in the world, right? Before they started their careers, when they go into the prop firms and they go to the trading desks, the first thing that they do is they are given a screen with the depth of market, and the only asset that they are taught to trade is the Treasury T-bill futures, right? T-notes, right? ZN. Now, that thing can move 5, 6, maybe even 10 ticks a day. And that's like, yo, that's flavor. It's the slowest market on earth. You know, they call NASDAQ crack for traders. 450 tick move on NASDAQ. All right, we didn't really make too much today. Okay, but we had a decent day in terms of our trading. 4.5 grand today, yesterday, 7.5 grand, happy days. I don't need to trade for the rest of the week because I'm trading a volatile asset. And when I capture the moves on the asset, I pay myself and get out. But crypto volatility, please, bruv, don't insult me. Don't. Euro moves better than Bitcoin. Dollar yen moves better than Bitcoin. You ain't had volatility in crypto in comparison to the marketplace, the legacy market. It's not about being able to handle the volatility. This ain't volatility for Bitcoin. Come on, man. Can I ask a math question, please? If you bought Bitcoin at 55K in September and sold now at 61, how much percentage would you have made? I don't know if that's a trick question. I don't know what you're asking here, man. Anyways. Guys, do you think that they meant Dumptober? Well, no. Hold on a second. Let's be honest now, because look, seasonality. Look. I know I've had a bit of a rant, guys. All right, I'm sorry. All right, I just had a bit of a rant. But the last 30 years of the S&P, and hold on, why are you talking about S&P, Tino? Oh, because Bitcoin follows it. Sorry. But the last 30 years of the S&P have shown that October is a relatively decent month. And it always starts off the month with a down day. Over the last 30 years, it's averaged return about 0.48%. That's not the case today. But it usually starts off the month negative and then it finishes positive. All right? So you can only make the assumption that we're going to end up having a decent October. We've got a war. We've got a confused Federal Reserve where it's like, we're going to be giving you the rate cuts, ladies and gentlemen. We're going for it. And then he turns up to this library, okay, and he sits there with his legs crossed and he's more comfortable there. He's only got one person asking questions, which he already knows the answers to anyway. That's why he's always coughing and asking, repeat the question at the FOMC, because he has no idea what those questions are. He doesn't. He has no idea what they're going to ask, okay? Those questions are screened, but then I don't think they give Powell those questions. No. Because he wouldn't be like, can you say the question again? Oh, that's a bit of a long-winded question. You wouldn't say that if you already knew what the question was. I'm sorry, guys. I've lost my shit tonight. Anyways. You would have, okay, yeah. The LA port is done. They will use the other ports just like the pandemic aftermath. Okay, so that story is over, yeah. Tino, what's happening today to crypto is similar to what happened on the 13th, 14th of April, 2024. Same story, Iran versus Israel. Hold on a second then. Let's look at that. 13th, 14th of April this year, yeah? 13th, 14th of April. 13th, 14th of April. You could say that. You could say that. But we didn't have any rate cuts over here. We have over here. We didn't have any interest rate increases from the Japanese yen. We have over here. Don't make the mistake of thinking what was like this before could possibly be the same again. Trading ain't static. It's dynamic. It's evolving. It's uncertain. You are trading this. You're trading blind. You have no idea what you're trading. You don't. And that's what the marketplace is. But at least we've got some factors that could influence the journey of money. And the journey of money is bonds. From bonds, debt, okay, to cash positions like the dollar dominance. Take on exposure. Go to the NASDAQ. Take on more risk. Go to euro. Go to gold. Go to oil. Circulate the money. Why is there $6 trillion sat in the ETFs? Why is there still $6 trillion sat in the ETFs? Money markets. What's going on there? Is the black swan, is this the black swan event? No, it's not a black swan event. A black swan event happens and then they call it the black swan event. We've effectively had a little bit of not a black swan, but we've had an initial attack on the marketplace with the Japanese yen increasing the interest rates. That was technically behavior of a black swan, like a Black Monday per se. Any other questions? Have you heard about Michael Oliver talking about gold taking off to $20,000 and silver to $1,000? Do you know what? I would expect that, given the madness. Listen, let me put it into perspective. There is a trader right now who has a position. They call him the 50-cent trader. They call him the 50-cent trader, okay? And he put a $2 million bet, right? That the volatility index is going to shoot to 180. What the hell is he thinking? This is the volatility index. Every candlestick is a 4-month range. That's 4 months, that's 4 months, that's 4 months, okay? Now he's betting for 180, okay? This right here was COVID, and that was 98. This brother is betting for 180. What on earth would have to happen for the volatility index to go to 180? Ladies and gentlemen, if the volatility index were to go to 180, you heard it here. If it were to go to 180 and you had the capacity to buy something, buy it. Whatever it is, just buy as much of it as you can. Because the volatility index works on the principle as follows. When it's above 30, you buy. That means investors are wetting the bed. They are scared. So you buy the blood at such an extreme range. You would sever your limbs, okay? And hit that black market and say, give me your best price. I'm offering a discount because I've got a bit of a scar on this arm. That's what that trader is betting. And he's a renowned trader, okay? He's an old boy in Wall Street, and he's put a $2 million bet that he believes that the volatility index is going to go to 180. That'll be a wild event, ladies and gentlemen. A wild event. What could that be? That's the truth. The bro's betting on 180 because he'll be the only one with money at that point. The next emperor is built. The next emperor is built and named 50 Cent Trade. He did not say when, Carl. There is no when. Okay. He's not a trader. He's a gambler. Yeah, that's a gamble. It is a gamble, to be fair. You know, it is a gamble. Euro? What do you want to know about euro? Euro is effectively traded. Okay, then euro. Listen. Euro itself the inflation has gone down. They're going to be cutting the interest rates. The yields on euro ain't going to be looking too favorable. So they're going to be moving their money from euro, taking some money off the table in the European stocks as well, because right now it's all about the Chinese stocks. Everyone's going into Chinese stocks because they've just had some stimulus, all right? We need more stimulus to get everybody who's invested in China to come back over to the US. Well, we haven't got that yet. Why? Because Powell's still scratching his balls, working out whether or not if he should increase the interest rate or cut the interest rates, and because he needs data. Your data's flawed anyway. Well, more jobs. Shut up. ISM manufacturing coming down. Where's this great... Larry, what are you talking about? You expect the economy to expand. It's been expanding for so long, since COVID. Look, just put it into perspective, okay? Since COVID, ladies and gentlemen, right? Let's just look at the S&P since COVID, all right? My chart over here, okay? My chart over there gives you the last 100 years of the markets, okay? And it always shows you expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction. What on earth is this? This is just pure expansion, okay? Keep buying your ETFs. Keep spending money investing in stocks because he gets paid. Think about that. Remember what I said about Goldman Sachs? They took a loss of $400 million on their earnings. And trading activity has fallen, which is one of their major sources of revenue into the company. And if trading activity is falling, it's because people ain't putting the money to work. That means people are taking calls, or people are... They don't trust anything. They're losing money, and Goldman Sachs can't make any money off it. Same with good old Larry. You can see the economy expanding. That's fine. You are the CEO of BlackRock, but what you really are is an asset heist. That's what you are. $10 trillion under management. That's not management of funds. He used to play Monopoly when he was a kid and always ended up losing, right? And he didn't like it. So he then comes up as the CEO of BlackRock and goes and takes on everything. Assets under management. He's got capacity to start a new government, you know? I forget Arsenal. What are you talking about? Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. Again, we are doing a promotion start of October, ladies and gentlemen, where you get 20% off the Platinum membership. Okay. And the Platinum membership has got lots of information about the hybrid system. Just go to tradersreality.com and you'll be able to use a 20% discount code, which is new member, pinned to the top of this chat. Okay. And that's going to be running until the 1st of November. So get yourself involved and take advantage of that flavor. Okay. And more so if you traded today. And again, someone's asked this same question again and again. On BTCC, if you want to trade NASDAQ and come and join me, right? Trading crack for traders. Okay. NASDAQ ticker symbol is when you go to search an asset, go to tokenized stocks over here. And go down and it's Tech 100 USDT. That's NASDAQ, and S&P's below above that as well as SPX. Okay. So you can trade NASDAQ, S&P, Microsoft, Google, silver and gold. You can run spot trades on gold and silver and just leave it. And then you can get your Bitcoin trades. You can put them into it. Okay. And if you're in a shocking trade with Bitcoin, you can go and hedge yourself against NASDAQ. You can use NASDAQ as a hedge. Why? Because look at the difference between NASDAQ and Bitcoin when they move. Okay, look, here is this is the S&P, which ain't as volatile as the NASDAQ, okay? But it did not make a nice move. So here's NASDAQ right here, okay? Look at that splendiferous move right there. Now, let's just pull up Bitcoin for a second to see the difference. Imagine if you were in a trade with Bitcoin, okay? Now, Bitcoin principally did move, okay? It did move, but it moved slow. But look at the move on the NASDAQ. Bitcoin didn't really last too long on the move higher. NASDAQ was just clear cut straight out the cards. Okay. And at the same time, look at how aggressive Bitcoin dropped against NASDAQ. NASDAQ always likes to pump back up again. But look at that. You may have made money on short in Bitcoin. Okay. But historically, when you look at NASDAQ and Bitcoin, Look at that. NASDAQ is just so much more of a faster moving asset because Bitcoin doesn't move the same time as NASDAQ. It doesn't. It does and it doesn't. Sometimes Bitcoin doesn't do anything and NASDAQ is going crazy. Okay. But you can effectively hedge yourself. Look at this choppy, shocking behavior right here on Bitcoin. Okay. And then you've got this nice, calm behavior on NASDAQ. And then you see this nice rally to the upside. And then Bitcoin's this rally up and then it takes a nosedive lower, but NASDAQ is still going up. Okay. So you can use it on BTCC to hedge yourself right there. Okay. Great for anyone in the United States because you do not need a KYC to use BTCC, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Cool. All right, then. Finally, with that being said, I've had my rant. My rant is over. Okay. I'm all for Bitcoin. But if you can leave this live stream tonight, just take into consideration that if you are trading Bitcoin or you're a holder of Bitcoin, just pay attention to what's going on in the marketplace. All right. You've got wars. You've got potential changes in policy with Japan. Okay. Because they've got a new prime minister who's very hawkish. Okay. And the old one that got kicked out was like, don't increase the interest rates. So we've potentially got that problem to come into play later on. You got this story about interest rates. All right. Going down. How much of it? Okay. You got an expanding economy where the manufacturing sector has been contracting for the last 5 months nonstop. Okay, so that is expansion according to the guys that manage lots and lots of people's money. But I'm not being funny though, but when you're a hedge fund manager and you manage billions of dollars and you chuck it everywhere, some of your shit's going to stick. It is. You're going to make some money somewhere. So that's why they're really optimistic about things. Remember, they make money on transactional revenue. That's how they make their money. As long as they're placing trades and then they spin a story that everything's looking kind of good. Like, you know, that's exactly what it is. Okay. You can't send fiat money from BTCC. No, you can't. Don't deposit with fiat into BTCC because you'll then need a KYC. Otherwise, just send it with crypto. Okay. It's in the description of this live stream. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a wonderful evening, and I will be checking in with you all tomorrow. Make sure you like the stream on the way out. And if you do, happy days. If you don't, never mind. Bitcoin to the moon. I'm out, ladies and gents. Peace. Stop with your winking, you joke.